Hey, hello. I'm here at Orchard Beach parking lot. I come here a lot, and it's about, I don't even know what time it is. It's okay, I got it. It's 1:22 in the afternoon. It's September 26, 2022. And over to my left is New York City is building camps for the migrants from the Texas border, which Governor Abbott has sent over here. And there goes a news crew, I guess. They're building up camps, like military-style camps, sleeping arrangements, bathrooms, and stuff. We're out here in Orchard Beach in the Bronx for these migrants to sleep and what have you. So let me pan around. This is a vast parking area, and it's not summertime anymore. I should have rolled down my window. It's not summertime anymore, but it's virtually empty. So I wonder how much of this parking area they're going to take up. People still come here to, it's Orchard Beach is a New York City park also. So people come up here and do their barbecues and what have you. And I know a lot of the people that come here, there's a lot of retirees that come here during the day. And I know they're not going to like this. And you say, why are they not going to like this? Because they're taking up all this space. So anyway, I guess the smart people that are watching this know that these people are being sent here from the Texas border by Governor Abbott. And it's been opposed to by Eric Adams, and not because he doesn't have feelings for them, but he knows now it's become a problem for him. So instead of humbling himself, Eric Adams has a tendency, he kind of opens his mouth without thinking. And he says, yeah, it's a good thing and all that, until it became New York City's problem. This is a big, expensive problem for New York City, as it's been for the state of Texas. That's a border state to Mexico. So here we are. I guess within the next week, you're going to see white tents over there. And this problem is just going to get larger and larger. And basically, it's due to what the Bible says, pride. And they're talking about the pride they've been talking about lately. Pride and being a proud person, saying things or doing things in a manner that builds up your ego. Now, you said, Eric Adams basically said that, send them here. I don't think he actually said that. That's more of Lori Lightfoot from Chicago said, send them here. And when they send them here and to these other places like Chicago and wherever, Washington, D.C., the leadership here, the so-called leadership here, in this case the mayors of these large cities, they don't like it. And basically paraphrasing, why are you sending them here? But Governor Abbott invited, because this is New York City, we're going to talk about New York City. Governor Abbott invited Eric Adams to go down to the border and see what's going on. And he refused. And why did he refuse? He refused because he knows if he goes down to the Texas-Mexican border, you're going to see the problems going on here. And what basically Governor Abbott is doing is sharing the wealth. You wanted some of this, here goes some of this, Eric Adams is in Puerto Rico as of this transmission, as far as I know, surveying the damage to that U.S. territory. He's surveying it. The mayor of New York is surveying the damage that's going on in Puerto Rico. Now, that's strictly political. Not saying he doesn't care. As a car's driving by me, so not saying he doesn't care. Watch, I'll see if he's going to talk to me or not. And I really don't want to talk to him. I'm trying to do my own thing right now, but he's checking me out. He wants to have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation. I'm doing my live cast here. He's down there for political reasons in Puerto Rico. There's a lot of Puerto Rican people that live in New York City. I think it's the largest population outside Puerto Rico live here, now Puerto Ricans are American citizens, and He wants their vote for the next time. As they looks like they're getting ready to unload some generators. This is a big this is a big problem. This is going to be a big problem. It's going to cost the city lots of money. And I remember, in connecting the story, back last year or a year and a half ago or so, they made it so immigrants could vote, which is illegal. Not immigrants that don't have their, I'm trying not to use the word illegal, but not immigrants that don't have their paperwork together. Immigrants that had their paperwork, maybe had a green card or whatever, could vote in New York State. And the New York State council or judge up there in Albany, the capital of New York State, said no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So I think what they think they're trying to do with this is to have more somehow pass away that if you're a resident, you could have this. He's learning how to drive, or just checking out what I'm doing. They were going to probably try to make a way where if you're here, no matter how you are here, you could vote. They've been trying to do that for years, I believe. So, I mean, how many, we all have, not all of us, but empathize with people in their situations. But everybody, if you live in an apartment building or in a house, there's only a certain number of people that can fit in that house. And it's going to cost money and resources. And there's plenty of, in New York City, there's plenty of homeless people, people with mental issues living on the street, United States citizens. and all of a sudden they're building these military type barracks for people from other countries. But how come all this concern wasn't shown for people that are here? Now, New York State, whenever you see me panning the camera over, that means people driving by me and they're driving close. And I'm not doing anything wrong, but I don't want to get into a conversation about all this. But a lot of people are passing by, they're saying, what the hell is this going on here? The guy's moving the barricades. You can hear by their accents that they're not native New Yorkers. Probably truck drivers from out of state, and they're hiring them. Shit, I should go get a job and do something over there. But I'd be hypocritical because this is not correct what they're doing. I was about to say New York City has a must house thing, something like that. If you're homeless and you seek shelter, they have to house you. But how long is that gonna last? Are you gonna fill up this whole vast parking area? Let me get out the car too. Are you gonna fill up this whole vast parking area as I get out? See how vast? This is a large parking area in the Bronx. As you see Co-op City in the background. You're gonna fill up this whole vast parking area with people from other lands. But you have people here have problems. And you already had people here that were in the same situation as these folks are here, and they didn't try to help them like that. But since it made the news like the way it did, now all of a sudden it's a big to do. See that white van? It's all politics. It's almost like you have to stop following these guys, all of them. These politicians, they always make these decisions from their heart, from their ego. Back in my car. I mean, now they're here the way they are, what are you going to do with them? Are you going to because it's a that's really a federal issue. So, are you going to try to legalize these folks from within? I think within a day they were gone. They're in a military site somewhere in Massachusetts. I have a hard time saying that word. So I could see, in theory, if they keep coming here and if the city's doing this, if New York City is doing this, they don't have room for all these folks. So they're gonna fill up this whole parking lot, and people here are not gonna go for that. I think Eric Adams is already the mayor of New York City. I know I keep saying it, just want to remind. Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, is pushing for his future re-election. He's the face of the Democratic Party. He said that himself. He also said during his election, during his campaign to become mayor, to replace William de Blasio, that he wouldn't have a security detail. But we know that I forecast a long time ago that was going to be out the window. That's just talk. Of course you're going to have, because he is an ex-police officer. He has, most likely has the ability, not most likely, he carry a weapon. But most people can't. So he said, I gotta defend myself. No, you can't. You're a big target. Horrible leadership if you want to say these people follow you as they take a generator off the flatbed. I like trucks. Horrible leadership in New York City and New York State, And it's really time for a change. It really is time for a change. Get rid of, I don't believe voting solves a whole lot all the time. Voting just, especially when people vote from their emotions. And that's, in New York City, that's exactly what they do. They just vote from their emotions. They vote against their own best interests. And this, now, I wouldn't know what to do. What I would do is, on my way back from Puerto Rico, Mayor Adams, he should stop in Texas and take Abbott at his invitation and go to the border and see what's going on here. But he's not going to do that. They're not going to do that because it goes against his talk. He's not going to humble himself to see what's going on here. He's making a big bill for New York City. New York City is already crying poverty because people haven't completely returned to their workplace. A lot of people don't want to go back to work in the office. A lot of people don't want to get on the subway because the subway is dangerous. It's a dangerous place to be. It just is what it is. I wish it wasn't, especially at night. Nobody wants to ride the subway at night. You always hear about something's happening on the train. I think it was the chief of the police department, NYPD, said that crime is going down statistically. Statistics can be, it is what it is. A lot of things go unreported. I'm not saying it's not getting any better. It might be a little better. It's still bad. Still bad enough where I, as a semi-fit male, is concerned about riding the subway. I'd rather take a cab if I could afford it. I know everybody can't afford that every day. Shit, I can't afford it every day. Excuse my language. I know for a fact because I come here a lot. A lot of people are, there's a lot of meetups here with retirees from, older men. They gather here. They play their dominoes, their cards. They have barbecues. There's barbecue pits over there. All those barbecue pits are going to be taken up now. By taxpaying, in other words, tax-paying citizens or people that pay taxes here won't be able to use those same facilities. And it's okay. We sacrifice for other people. We have empathy for other people. We help other people out. But there's always a certain time where you have to stop and say, my house is burning, your house is burning, but I got to put the fire out in my house. You know? On a separate issue concerning this issue, a lot of the migrants I'm hearing are from, I was about to say Argentina, Venezuela. And I'm hearing that Venezuela is letting out a lot of their prisoners. So I'm wondering if Venezuela is doing what Cuba did back in the day when they opened up their prisons and let everybody, because Castro said, you want them? Here you go. And he released a lot of people that weren't the best people into the United States. If you touch the United States soil, you were American, or you will soon be American. Back in the 80s. Wow. In a couple of weeks, in October, they have some kind of a run here, some kind of a cancer walk, and I wonder what's going to go on with that. Now, anyway, this thing probably won't be up and I think it will be up and running within a week or two before that happens, before the event. They have a cancer walk, and a lot of people use up this space to park and what have you and do the cancer walk. So I wonder if it's going to affect that, or how it's going to affect that. Anyway, I said what I had to say as a plane comes in to land in LaGuardia Airport. What do you think about this? Whether you live in New York City or not. Nice day out for the workers. One more thing before I go. I could hear the accents of some of the workers over there here in the southern accents, and I wonder how they feel about this. Even though they're making money from this, I wonder how they feel about all the people coming from other places, except for the fact that they're getting paid from it. The gentleman's setting up the barricades right now. That truck, the flatbed has all these metal barricades on it. All right, remember, put the fire out in your house first before you put somebody else's fire out. Okay? Have a great day, and I'll check you out later. Bye.